What is a dream? It is a relaxing family vacation, a cold drink in your hand, maybe a book, and happy laughing kids, right?
Sounds good. But reality, it is going up 6 a.m. in the morning, or even be in the airport 6 a.m. in the morning. 7 passports, checking in your luggage, and kids are like going each direction.
Yeah.
And they even had their first fight about who's gonna sit by the window.
Yeah, that's very important.
It is.
It's a coveted place.
Yeah.
Yes, and at one point we even almost forgot our teenager at the entrance of an amusement park.
I think that story gets better and better every time.
Yeah. Well, for a blended family, family trip is not an escape, really. It's like you are in a pressure cooker. Every dynamic in your family is tested and is magnified. Well, one of my dearest friends, one of my closest friends, is also running a blended family, and she decided not to put those trips on hold because their most recent trip was a catastrophe.
Yeah. So today we have come up with our survival guide, the emotional prep, and even on the road survival guide to make this a perfect trip.
It's going to be hands-on, great tips, so stay with us, like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Lana.
And I'm Jasper.
And we are
Modern Family Real Talk.
We are a patchwork family.
But the stuff we talk about is also relevant for all families.
So let's get real.
Let's get wiser together.
Before you start looking at different websites, you need to do the emotional planning. We actually had to merge our different traveling cultures.
And you and I, we are experienced travelers, but our kids, they have opinions too.
Yeah, well, they are also experienced, but they have different expectations.
Yeah.
We like going to cultural sites, historical places, and our kids, not so much.
No.
So every time we want to take them somewhere that we find fun, they wonder, okay, when is the fun starting? Or does it have to look like school?
Yeah. So we had to kind of invent a new traveling language for our family. And we, something that it has to be fun, but also interesting. And in order for them to, I think it's important that they actually learn something when we travel.
Yes, and well, there are also moments like, loyalty binds. Kids might feel a bit uneasy, maybe even guilty for traveling without their other parent.
Yeah.
It might feel like a betrayal for them because they're having fun without the other parent.
Yeah. But let's be honest, it also, that goes for us as parents as well. When I went with you and your kids to Istanbul, I also felt a bit weird because my kids were not with us. They were with their mother. But I think it was a very good trip. It was very good to get to know your side of the family and not, have to take care of my kids.
Yes, we were trying to make the group smaller.
Yeah.
Just for you to be able to meet my family for the first time and, focus on getting to know them.
But still, we were like 12 people or something.
Yeah. I mean, there were my kids and my mom and my sister with her family. So we were plenty.
Yeah.
So today we are speaking we're speaking about our trips, focusing probably mainly on our trip to Florida, and then we might mention our trip to Istanbul, and maybe even a little bit our trip to Denmark, which was a mixed trip. It started off as a trip for 4 people, you, my kids, and me, but then your kids joined us later on, 2 of your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, and each of those trips, they taught us something valuable. So, how did we do it? How did we manage? Let's start with something extremely painful, the budget. And traveling with 5 kids, so 7 in total, can be insanely expensive.
Oh, yeah.
And we have our travel budget.
Yeah.
And every month we actually transfer $450 each to a travel savings account.
Yeah.
Yes, we are teachers, and yes, that is steep, but it's worth it because that budget is untouchable. We don't spend that on anything but travel.
Unless we have to spend them on something else.
No, we don't do that. We don't spend it on anything else. What else do you spend it on?
Well, sometimes when... doesn't matter. Let's go.
What have you been spending it on?
I'm just trying to say that if we really need money for something special, we take it from the travel account.
I want to see your bank statement.
Well, for our wedding plans.
Well, that is traveling. But that is traveling.
That is traveling.
Yes, we're traveling to get married.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Then I'm not spending any money otherwise. I am not.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we have another part that I think it's good that we give our kids allowance. So let's take, for example, the U.S. trip.
Mm-hmm.
We gave them $100 each.
Yeah.
$100 each, and we pay for food and activities and everything. We do pay for everything, but if they want something special, they have these money that they can spend. Because then there won't be all these problems with, she got this and he got that. And
so it's like for souvenirs. If you want to buy some souvenirs, we do buy clothes and whatever presents for them as well.
Yeah.
But
it is a tricky...
No impulse buy purchases. We try to refrain from those.
But it's still, and I think as a blended family, it's still a bit tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they have allowance, because maybe I want to buy something for one of my kids, some clothes, and you kind of feel like, I also have to buy something, or it can be like that, but it doesn't have to be. But it's something to think about at least.
Yeah, maybe agree in advance. How you're gonna deal with those situations.
Yeah,
have a policy.
Yeah, exactly. Good idea.
And then, planning in advance is what keeps you sane.
Yeah.
We didn't just announce that we were going to Florida. We had a family meeting. And we went to Florida in end of June 2024. So we started talking about it in October 2023. So 9 months in advance.
Yeah.
And we called a family meeting, and the kids were so happy. And... we picked like a few activities. We read different brochures, travel brochures. We looked at YouTube videos. We didn't want to miss anything. And we selected 10 potential activities for them that they would be interested in, that we will be interested in. And we factored in 3 recovery days. Maybe even more. Maybe 3 for 2 weeks.
Well, you made this fantastic calendar where at work. You came home, you had laminated it, and it had all the days we were gone. And then you printed out like a puzzle, not a puzzle, but
cards with different activities that we wanted them to look at,
that they could put on the different days. And it was they were lying there on the floor. It was great, and
great family activity.
Yeah, and if we have pictures of it, we should show them. And they were lying there on the floor, and they were just changing it and discussing it.
When do we want to do what activity? What activity we are not interested in? And what activity won? What was the first thing they wanted to do?
Shopping.
Oh my God.
But one thing I think is important here is that we chose the destinations. We read about it.
Yeah.
Lana and I, we research a lot before we go out on travel, which I think is important as well.
Yeah. So we picked, for example, amusement parks and nature reserves. So we wanted to see crocodiles, we wanted to see animals, we wanted to see wildlife, beaches and historical places.
Yeah,
St. Augustine, for example.
Oh yeah,
That was your pick.
That was my
great.
pick. I love St. Augustine.
Yeah. Yes, and but they felt they had their say. You know, they looked at those activities. They discarded some of them. That was they didn't want to go to a concert. They didn't want to go to a typical American, like a sports bar, to watch some American sport on TV while eating American food. That went through the window. But you know, they arranged those activities in the order that suited everyone. And for our family, it's important because we have kids with special needs. We have one confirmed case of ADHD. We have one confirmed case of a kid on autism spectrum, and we have one kid who refuses to be analyzed and tested, but who fits one of those profiles easily.
Yeah.
Or two.
And adults that fits a lot of profiles
and
as
adults,
well.
yes. So it was great for them to know in advance what to expect.
Yeah, and we even, as you said, we factored in days where they could do nothing. And actually, I think didn't some of our kids opt out some of the days?
Yeah. A couple, the eldest, for example, stayed a couple of days at home and just chilled while we took the younger ones on an adventure. My son opted out as well when we went to the Kennedy Space Center.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So the boys stayed, and we just took the three girls, and it worked very well.
And that gives a kind of a different dynamic when we are not all of us.
Yeah.
So I think it's just positive, and I think that you should think about it as well. If you're going on a travel, let the kids opt out. It's okay.
Especially older kids who can take care of themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Not the youngest ones, maybe.
No, they have to go.
No option. But we'll listen to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a great activity to have that calendar and to fill it with activities. And actually, if you have a plan, you can then reshuffle some activities when you're already there.
Oh, yeah.
And depending on the mood, it's easier to do that when there is a plan.
It is. And let's face it, you are the queen of planning.
I am the queen of shared documents.
Yeah. She's very good, and it saves our travel. You spend a lot of time planning, and sometimes.
Then you tell me I spend a lot of time on my phone.
Yeah.
And while I'm actually planning, checking, confirming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, by the way. So if I say that again, I won't.
Okay.
Yeah, it is important, and the thing that I realized also is that because we have done all this research together, we have planned everything, we almost never forget anything because that is even in the planning.
Yeah. Yes, and in that document, for example, what do we put there? We put in all the confirmations, addresses, copies of the passports, the itinerary, the plane ticket, so everything, which was actually handy because at the very beginning of our trip, my phone broke. I dropped it, so everything disappeared. So it was great that we had that in a shared document. We could at least, but it was a disaster. It
was.
Do you want to spice it up? Okay, do it just with one phone. It was horrible.
Yeah, it was.
Yes, and then another rule: packing.
Oh yeah.
When we pack, we try to have the kids pack their own bags.
Yeah.
We give advice. We talk through the packing. No physical lists per se, but we check. But they do the packing, and the rule is they pack what they carry.
Yeah.
They're responsible for their own bags.
Oh yeah.
And my son, he has a tendency to forget things, to leave them somewhere. So he did leave one stuffed toy on the plane, but that was to be expected.
Yeah.
No big surprise.
And I help the 9-year-old to pack, but she's amazingly good at packing and thinking ahead.
Yeah, and hey, they were planning to shop. So they didn't pack on the way there. They didn't pack that much.
Yeah, I think the first time I went and said, it's only half full, there's nothing. Well, aren't we gonna...
We're going to an outlet.
Come on.
There was this weird expectation that everything will be dirt cheap in America. It wasn't.
No, my God.
But and then another rule, when you plan your living situation, you need to think about space. You need to think about accommodating your teens. The 9-year-old needed her space for her wheels and splits and running around, and the teenagers needed their privacy. So we had to take that into consideration.
Yeah, so it's probably like when we bought the house, that everyone needs a place where they can relax.
Yeah, that trip prepared us for that decision.
It
It kind of taught us that we need that.
Yeah.
We need to think about that.
Yeah.
Space.
But we were lucky in the States because we had 2 big houses we were living in, and we will have an episode of that later on how to get that.
We'll reveal how you can travel very low budget and still get 2 huge houses somewhere as magical as Florida with a pool. So kids will be so happy. For free, pretty much for free. So like and subscribe, and so you don't miss that episode. Very good tips coming up.
Oh yeah.
So you're finally there. You are jet lagged, excited and sweaty. So what do you do to make sure everyone enjoys their holiday? Well, our first rule that we were following, one big thing a day. We were never too ambitious. We never planned 5 places to visit for a day. One big thing. Is it a beach visit? Is it an amusement park? Is it downtown? Is it shopping? Just one activity, so that there is time in the afternoon for everybody to unwind.
Yeah, I think it'll get too much if we both go to the shopping mall and we go to historical sites and I mean, I guess we did maybe once or twice where we had to go far to visit something, so we picked up something, stopped on the way,
just to stretch your legs, pretty much, but also enjoy something.
Rule number 2: split and conquer. It's okay not to be together all day. We can go out with some of the kids, the others can join later.
Well, one kid can, decide to go back home if it's possible.
A very that reminds me of your son when we were in Istanbul. This mega city, vibrant city with people everywhere, trains. I mean, it's so confusing. And we've been traveling for
not for him.
Not for him, because we traveled through Istanbul. I guess it must have been almost through the other side to Istanbul.
We were on the other side from where we were staying.
And then he said, "I want to go home.
I want to unwind. I'm tired."
And you were like, "No, stay with us. Stay with." No. I want to go home. And he made up his mind.
I know how to get there, Mom. But he has an amazing sense of direction. Not from me, I must say. So he went home. He does that. He does that, and I know he will be okay even at 13.
We would not have said okay if it was one of the other kids.
No.
So we know our kids.
Yes. And
rule number 3.
Rule number 3. We said that already, but it's good to repeat. Schedule alone time. We actually schedule it because we wanted to be sustainable for everybody. We wanted to last the good mood and the good spirit. And not to forget, we need special time. We need time alone as well. So it's very important. Yes, so all that planning might sound exhausting, but it wasn't actually.
No, and the plan isn't the vacation. It's the architecture. It's what keeps us sane. It's actually what makes it a good holiday.
We make sure that we'll have great memories. And we plan, gradually. We take it step by step. We take a decision after decision. We space it out. So our planning took. It started in October, and then there were 9 months before it was put in action. So we were actually very good at that.
Yeah.
Pacing it.
Yeah. And yes, you are maybe thinking, this sounds very expensive.
And it actually wasn't.
It could have been.
It could have been. Right. Yeah, it could have been a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
The tickets cost a lot, obviously, and you
Yeah.
cannot affect that. But the housing, as we promised, we'll talk about next time or sometime soon.
Yeah.
We have a great system of how to reduce that cost, and that is a significant cost, especially if you are so many.
Yeah, absolutely.
But until then, we would like to hear from you.
Oh, yeah.
What is your number one survival tip for traveling families? Doesn't have to be blended families. There are other families that find traveling challenging.
Yeah.
How do you avoid chaos?
Yeah. And please like and subscribe. It's very important for us. It shows us that we are doing a good job and that we can, keep doing it better and better for every time.
Yes, please like now. It's not difficult. It's just.
I often do it.
I often do it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially now when I myself started recording videos, and subscription means a lot as well.
It does. Take care now and see you in the next one.
And we'll go and plan some nice warm trip for next summer now that it's November and cold.
Yes. Take care. Bye.